Hey everybody, we're back. We are live, and we're here for another week of the Obi-Wan Kenobi watch party and after show. We got what is this becoming our normal trio of guests this week. And let's start to my right over here. Introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Happy to be back. I am Hannah Wright.
And we got the one and only down below.
Once again, it is me, the J to the E to the double F3. I'm Jeffrey Harris, and welcome back to the MUSE TV Obi-Wan Kenobi watch party and after show, episode 5. Though this is technically week 4.
Yes, it's 4.
All right.
No, it's 5.
We've already got some regulars lining up in the chat. So
exactly.
Early start. Yeah.
So let's start here. What's been going on this week?
Jeff Hardy got arrested for felony DUI.
Oh, I read that. I saw that.
That's a big story this week.
Yeah.
Former WWE superstar, WWE champion, AEW star Jeff Hardy of the Hardy Boys. It's just been a long, ongoing thing with him for years, really, and it's really sad because he was drunk and behind the wheel of a car and driving with a suspended, revoked license. So it's really dangerous. I mean, it's not just himself he's a danger to. So it's really sad, and I don't know what to do with Jeff Hardy at this point. I don't know if it's jail time. I don't know. I don't even know if rehab can work for him. I do think he needs to be away from wrestling. He needs to be off TV. Mm-hmm. But I feel like he's probably been to rehab or tried rehab before. So I don't know what the answer is with him.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of
I feel bad for his family.
I saw that news as well.
Yeah.
Ultron, dang, Jeff Hardy is having a downfall. Yeah, it's. And I just saw him not this past Friday, but the Friday before at Ontario. He was at AEW Rampage. He wasn't wrestling. He was with his brother on the side in the stands.
Wow.
He's 44 years old, so I mean,
yeah,
and he's still taking those crazy bumps. Those crazy bumps will wreck you.
Did you see the
when
one
you're in your 20s and you're in the prime of your career? Which one?
The one that he did with Darby Allin, where Darby Allin came off the top rope and he landed on him on 3 rows of chairs.
Yeah, I know Darby Allin is a madman and everything, but like Jeff at his age, like should not be doing that on a regular basis. And
I agree.
I do hold AEW partially responsible because they have to, because these guys are big stars and they're experienced veterans, but sometimes you have to keep a better eye on them.
Yeah. So let's get off the wrestling.
No, I want to stay on wrestling for the next hour.
Let's talk about Star Wars. Did you see Taika Waititi has already said that there's new characters for his Star Wars film?
I did not see that. That's exciting.
Jeffrey? You're on mute.
I did not see that either about Taika Waititi, but that's very interesting.
Yeah, that his Star Wars movie is going to be something completely different.
I guess he's doing the press tour for Thor: Love and Thunder, and I guess people are naturally asking him about his Star Wars project that he's been on for a while, right?
Yeah.
But we still don't know very much about it. So what is the gist of what he's saying?
Well, he's saying that it's all new, that it's going to be the characters are going to be all new, that we've never seen before in a Star Wars film.
He told Total Film, I don't think that I'm any use in the Star Wars universe making a film where everyone's like, oh, great, let's get the blueprints to the Millennium Falcon. That's Chewbacca's grandmother. I think for Star Wars, the Star Wars universe to expand, it has to expand. So
that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll see what he does with it. I think one reason Mandalorian season 1 hit so well is because it didn't have any legacy characters. Every character was new. Like, you had familiar looking characters and characters that looked familiar to what we've seen before, but they were all brand new characters for the most part, and mostly, other than Tatooine, mostly brand new planets. So I think that worked in the show's favor for the first. But then, as we saw in the second season, then they started bringing in the more legacy characters.
Exactly. And he goes, "Wait, I thought he was working on Skeleton Crew, or is that someone else?" That's someone else. That's
a Disney Plus series, right? With Jude Law.
No, yeah, with Jude Law. That's the person who
That's
directed.
not Taika Waititi's movie.
Yeah, that's the guy who directed the Spider-Man Home trilogy. Jeffrey, are you going to review Black Phone or Lightyear?
Lightyear, most definitely, and I have seen the Black Phone already, and I've written some of my thoughts about it. If you go back on my Twitter timeline back to late April, you can see my comments on it from CinemaCon. Yeah. Those are the ones I was allowed to say. As for reviewing the Black Phone, we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Ultron, he is such a good director. I mean, of Taika Waititi.
He is very talented.
Yeah. When I saw him at the Taste of the NFL, I asked him about it, but he was very, "Oh, I'm really excited," and that's about it. And
why was he at Taste of the NFL?
Because of his girlfriend, Rita Ora.
Because
Rita Ora had her tequila company giving tastings at the event. So I saw him there. We talked.
He probably doesn't like football, right?
No.
He probably likes rugby, and he probably likes because he's from New Zealand, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you all see the billboard in Times Square, the Star Wars themed billboard?
I did not.
It's blowing up just because of how realistic it is on Twitter. I was just looking at our
Star I want to see this now, Hannah.
No, so do I.
It looks like it's almost walking off of, the big billboard.
This looks so cool.
And I was just wondering why this was a day ago that it was.
Here, I'll send a link to the private chat so we can share it with everybody.
Please do.
It's it's in the middle of Times Square. It's a Darth Vader billboard. And what else?
Let me
OLED. It's an OLED space billboard created by OLED Space and ILM in the middle of Times Square. It looks very fancy.
Super fancy.
There it is.
Ooh.
That's impressive. Very impressive.
And I think the show has done good viewership for the most part.
Yeah. I'd like to see that in person. Why can't they bring that to LA? Across from Staples Center. Oh, Crypto.
He just goes back in.
Damn.
That's so neat that they built something like see it with okay.
See it with an OLED. See it one more time.
Do you have it? Does anyone here have an OLED TV? Or anyone in the comments? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know, you guys.
Let us know if you can watch Kenobi in OLED.
I wish I could see Kenobi in OLED.
Okay.
Damn, that looks cool.
That was very off topic. I'm sorry.
But I saw it Star Wars related, but still, it looks really cool.
I was like, before I forget, I thought this would be interesting to share.
That is really cool.
Now, this is really interesting. Nielsen is putting out viewing figures for streaming shows now, and they have some for Kenobi and Stranger Things. So let's put that in here.
If you
that might be
we got
this is from Nielsen. These numbers come straight from Nielsen. They're on their website.
Where was the link? Let me put the link in the chat. So they wanted the Twitter one they wanted to see. So I'm going to put that in the chat for everybody.
Sure. But let's see here.
There you go. The Nielsen ones. Let's see.
For Disney Plus, Obi-Wan Kenobi represents the largest original series premiere weekend ever on Disney Plus, and it is only the third non-movie title on the streamer to exceed 1 billion viewing minutes. Loki also did it twice in July 2021, but with 5 episodes, and the following week was 6. So the show is getting viewers. It's getting big numbers. People are tuning into this show. And it looks, I guess in the purple, I guess that's Stranger Things.
Yeah, purple is Stranger Things. The aqua is Obi-Wan.
All right. Now, obviously, Stranger Things has the binge all in one format, right? And then Kenobi, I think the edge at Disney here has the weekly release. But Hannah, what do you think? Do you prefer like binging a season, or do you like the weekly episode releases?
Honestly, binging. But it's like I'm a little bit of both, because you binge everything and then it's over and you wait like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then weekly, it's nice to break up to have something to look forward to.
Right. Like with the boys.
Say that again. Sorry.
Like with the boys, right?
Yeah. So it's I don't know. It depends on the show personally, but
that's another good point.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you like?
I like the episodic because I have something to wait for.
Okay.
Because I hate the fact that like Cobra Kai, I get through Cobra Kai in one night, and then I'm kind of like, damn, I'm already done. I gotta wait for it, and I don't go back and I have a repeat viewing. I do not do that. So I'd rather have it the way it is right now with Obi-Wan. But I'm
the only thing I don't like about the binging is the withdrawal once you're done with the season. Because like once you finish up that season, like as Hannah said, you're waiting a year, 2 years for more episodes.
Exactly.
Like The Witcher, we had to wait 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get into some of the comments. Ultra, how long is the episode tonight? Jeffrey, do you know? Because I don't.
I don't know.
Hannah, want to guess?
I'm gonna guess 45 minutes.
Jeffrey.
Last week was too short.
Yeah.
38 minutes.
I'll give it with credits 58.
This is interesting. So it looks like that they're okay, so there was a listing on a Canadian theater website for a Kenobi theatrical marathon. This isn't confirmed yet, so there's a rumor that there could be like a theatrical marathon for the whole season. That would be
cool. I would go see it at a movie theater.
That would be like close to, wouldn't be quite 6 hours. It would probably be closer to 5 hours.
Yeah, 5.5 hours.
Yeah. I hope it's more like a 45-minute episode tonight.
Yeah, same here. Obi had the biggest release date viewership count, or am I back up? Oh no, I'm back. Definitely weekly, it leaves time to break down in between. I agree. The Boys is amazing. Slater the Spider, sorry I'm late. I just got back from seeing a movie. Which movie did you see, Slater? Please let us know. Marvin, I hope it's more than 40. So do I. And Ultron, any talks on Andor? I'm looking forward to that in August. Well, with Andor, I'm looking forward to that series as well, ever since I saw the trailer at Star Wars Celebration. Have you seen the trailer yet, Hannah?
No, I haven't, but I've heard about it because I'm always in the Star Wars tweet. Like it's all on my timeline, just Star Wars in general. But no, I need to now.
Oh, it's really good. That show is going to be something I'm really going to look forward to. Jeffrey, are you there, or did you step away? I'm thinking Jeffrey stepped away for a bit. When he gets back, we'll ask him. But Andor looks good. Jeffrey, there you are. Andor. We're talking Andor. What are you looking forward to it in August?
So that's a couple months away.
Yes.
I'll watch Andor. I'm not really that excited about it, especially after learning that K2SO isn't going to be in this season, or or maybe he'll show up at the very end. But I was kind of disappointed about that. I think it might be I think it'll be maybe a good like companion piece to Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was okay, but it's like not my favorite Star Wars movie. So whatever.
Well, there you go. We have your thoughts. Slater answered, just saw Jurassic World Dominion. It was interesting. I don't know how to feel about it. I have my feelings about it.
I remember last week you said it.
Yes. Jeffrey, have you seen it yet?
Yes, I have, and I liked it.
You liked it?
I'm one of the few critics approved for Rotten Tomatoes to give it a fresh review.
Damn. I would have given that I don't know what the hell it is.
It's not like I even loved the movie or thought it was a great movie, but I enjoyed it. I was entertained. Look, to me, the dinosaurs are the star of these films, and they did the dinosaurs well.
I thought it just felt like it didn't know what it wanted to be. A dinosaur film, which I was hoping. An action film that kind of made no sense.
Okay.
And then the human cloning part.
I think the movie is overstuffed and it has a bloated script.
I agree with that.
And I think it needed some script revisions. And probably needed to trim down some scenes, streamline some scenes, remove a few characters. Definitely has plotting issues, but overall it worked for me, and I feel like I've seen far more incoherent, worse movies in the last year.
Personally. Oh yeah, same here. Have you seen
Halloween Kills?
Oh, that was a comedy. That was a horror film that became a comedy. Hannah, did you see Halloween Kills?
No, but again, I heard. Yeah, isn't that? I thought it was a comedy. Was it not supposed to be a comedy?
Okay. I laughed throughout the whole friggin' Halloween Kills.
I feel like that's how I would have been as well. But it's not categorized as a comedy.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay.
Yeah, it's not categorized. Jurassic World was not good. I just didn't.
That's, look, that's fine. It's like, it's not my job to tell people how you should feel about things. Yeah. Everyone has their own experience and will feel and judge things by their own opinion, and that's fine.
Like, I gave it a C. I thought it's watchable, and I think kids will like it, but I just didn't like the plot.
Just because I like the movie, it's not. I'm not here to force my opinion on or my viewpoint on anyone else.
That's why I want to hear. That's why, I wanted to hear somebody's view other than what I thought. I wanted to see what somebody else thinks. That's why I had to ask you. It's always the best to learn about other people's opinions because movies are subjective. So maybe something they saw I didn't see. This was not a finale movie because it's not the finale. There's gonna be more Jurassic Park. Future. They make
that's kind of the thing about franchises. As long as they keep making money, studios will want to keep making them.
Exactly. Marvin, main characters should have died so many times. Too much plot armor.
The family franchise, Hannah.
Oh yeah, it's all about family over everything.
Later, the spider. I don't know. I kind of liked it. Marvin Z, can we go around and name our favorite movie of all time?
Oh, okay.
Let's leave that up there. Hannah, since you're
around the horn.
Yeah.
Mine is Godfather Part 2.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Yeah, that's a strong choice.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Nice.
Favorite movie of all time for me. I have so many, but West Side Story to me is the original is one that I really love.
Good choice.
Musical.
The original is already a classic. So
yeah, South by Southwest, Alfred Hitchcock. I love that.
Okay.
Much. And if you go modern, of course, I got to go the original Star Wars. I love the original Star Wars film.
Well, that's not. That's. Wait, that's not. That's 1977.
It's modern to me because I was a kid when it came out.
Yeah, you were.
It's 77, not 76, 77.
You were a bright young 25-year-old in your prime.
I was all of 2.
That was a joke. That was a joke, Mike.
I know.
I'm sorry.
So there we go. Slayer Survivor, my favorite movie is Avengers Infinity War. So good.
Yeah.
I agree. I saw that over the weekend and I was like, yeah, that was a good film once I saw it. I don't think it was good. Ultron. I guess that was Jurassic Park. My favorite movie is The Dark Knight or Shawshank Redemption. Both very strong films.
Yeah.
Shawshank was that's a good one. I could always, to me, it's always a film that I could go back and actually sit through, and it doesn't get boring to me. And Shawshank is one of those.
Anyone have any hard predictions or expectations for tonight's Kenobi?
Hannah, you want to take that?
Yeah, I feel like I was thinking about this before we jumped on. It could go a couple either ways. Next week is the last episode, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, I don't think that little Leia is going to be reunited with her family. I think that's going to be next week. So I do think we might get a backstory like we talked about last episode. Just because we're obviously missing some answers from some of the characters' backstories. You know, it's only so that's my prediction. But selfishly, I want Leia to be reunited with her family. Don't think that's going to happen. So that's me. You, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, you want to go?
So I do think they will maybe get Leia back to her family, but I hope they uncover the tracking device on Lola at some point and maybe figure out that the Inquisitors and the Empire are tracking them, so they set up a reverse trap. I would like to see the path, Kenobi, the Resistance fighters. I would like to see them being a little more proactive this week, along with Tala. And I want to see more of Indira Varma being awesome and cool, because she's like my favorite character in this show right now.
Yeah. Marvin, also, I want to see Reva backstory. Don't want it to be in the finale. I agree.
That's something they've been like alluding to a lot,
and they've been touching on that for this whole the last couple shows. They've been talking about that. Slater the Spider.
Again, as I said,
Leia to be
Reva was one of the youngling kids in the prologue at the start of the show.
And that's what a lot of people are talking about, and a lot of people are leaning towards that. So I have a feeling that this is the episode where you tell that backstory. I don't think we're going to see a fight scene between Obi-Wan and Vader this show. We'll see it in the next episode for episode 6. And I also think they're going to find the tracking device in this episode. I agree with that one. Ultron, are we seeing more fight scenes tonight? We're going to see some, but it isn't with Vader and Obi-Wan. I think it's going to be Obi-Wan with some of the Inquisitors. Jeffrey?
What was the question?
Are we seeing more fight scenes tonight?
I don't know, Mike. Do you think Obi-Wan's going to use the Force?
Or the Force? Yes, he's going to use the Force.
I think
Are you
this
sure?
will be the episode.
I think so. Because
I don't know.
You know,
Maxie Big the Force. Will Dad smell Stinkawit?
Well, you were before we went on air, before everybody else jumped in. You were singing "Hearts on Fire," so if you want to give a couple bars to the people watching, that's all you.
That's okay. I don't think the audience would like that very much. I think that would tank our audience.
Yeah, well, who knows?
I don't think the audience is in the mood for that.
Also, would be cool to see Anakin and Obi flashback.
That would be like. Otherwise, like, why would you hire Hayden Christensen to be in this show?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's been the suit actor for Vader in some of the scenes, but like, do you really need to hire Hayden Christensen to be a Vader suit actor? I mean,
That's a lot of money to spend on a suit actor.
Mm-hmm.
But Marvin, my girlfriend also said she wants to see a Anakin and Obi flashback.
it would make sense. It would kind of it would justify the hiring of Hayden Christensen. I feel like we do need to see some sort of flashback, like between the two.
Yeah.
It doesn't
And-
have to be, and it doesn't have to be like a big 20-minute scene. It could be like a 2-minute, 5-minute thing, max.
Exactly.
Just something.
Yeah. And we got a comment from Slater. Do it, Jeffrey. Sing a couple bars.
I'm not warmed up.
This is what the people want.
I know the fans are asking. Here we go. TJ, I want to see a 1-hour episode. I would like to see a 1-hour episode, but something tells me we're not going to get a 1 hour. I think the 1 hour is going to be safe. I'm hoping the 1 hour is going to be safe for episode 6, but something tells me we're not getting one. You guys, what do you think?
I think we could get. Let's see. I think we could get a 1 hour finale. I could see that happening.
Yeah, but for this episode, do you see it in 1 hour?
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the way they've done this show, like some episodes do not look as good as the others, you know, even though it's Deborah Chow directing the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tatooine, I was a little uninspired with Tatooine in the first episode. The first episode was 56 minutes, but that was with credits and
Flashback.
the opening montage of the prequel trilogy. So it wasn't quite 1 hour, but it was nearly. But like now let's look at Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So we're just looking at runtimes right now. I forget the lengths of. Okay, so Book of Boba Fett, where we had 7 episodes. So the 7th episode ran over an hour, but that was again with credits and stuff. So we did. So I think there is a chance we could get close to an hour episode, but it would be probably the finale.
Yeah.
Like put all your eggs in one big basket, basically.
Exactly. I think they're gonna hold it. I haven't seen anybody post up like what a watch time is going to be for this episode. But also too, all the press screenings have been coming out as it was released. We haven't gotten advanced screenings for any of the episodes other than episode 1 and 2.
Mandalorian didn't have a 1 hour episode in the first season or the second.
Yeah.
So
here we go back to the comments. Exactly, that's my point. My whole point. Why hire Hayden if we don't see his face? We got Marvin now joining onto the club. Come on, Jeffrey, do it. Do it.
not right now.
Oh God, that would be amazing to get an hour. I'm strongly thinking a Qui-Gon cameo may be a Reva flashback explaining her motives. The Qui-Gon thing wouldn't be bad on episode 5 in order to get Obi-Wan's mindset back. What do you think?
Wait, why would Qui-Gon with Reva?
No. The Reva flashback explaining her motives is a separate thing from the Qui-Gon cameo.
I think we do need a Qui-Gon. Like they have alluded to and been building up the Qui-Gon cameo. We do need to see that. I don't like maybe not this week, but we need to see that before the show is over. Definitely.
I would like to see it this week, like even if it's towards the end, to prepare for what's coming up in episode 6 and to get Obi-Wan back on path.
Yes.
Yeah. This would set the tone for
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. I was thinking Voss is a possibility too, especially since the official Star Wars account shared a pic of him.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
I did not see that. If you could look, Jeffrey, we'll put it up while I'm going through comments. TJ Hayden happy he gets paid just to put on a suit. We will see the Grand Inquisitor again. I have a feeling that may happen.
Yeah.
Also, did we see any important Jedi in the tanks at the Inquisitor base?
None that I recognized.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that I recognized. There was somebody who literally said they saw Mace Windu, but I saw it on the video. The guy was saying
There was no Mace. There was
no Mace Windu that I saw either. So
I feel like if they were gonna show Mace Windu in one of those tanks, we would know it was Mace Windu. Like we would know without a shadow of a doubt. It was like there wouldn't be any confusion or like this sounds like tinfoil hat conspiracy.
Yeah.
So there we go. So this looks like a picture of Quinlan Vos from Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
It would be neat. Not Rebels, excuse me. Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. It would be cool if we could see him in live action at some point. Now that Obi-Wan has mentioned him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Was that the third episode?
With what, Hannah?
The Quinlan talks about when they were in the path.
Yeah.
The path.
Yeah, because that was before the heist on the Inquisitor base. Yes.
That'd be awesome.
It was in the safe house.
Yeah.
The safe house.
Mm-hmm. Really just want to see more Vader, to be honest. Would love to see a good depiction of his inner thoughts and his interpretation of his past and how this all fuels his anger.
I mean, I think we've gotten a little bit of that already.
Yeah, exactly. Slater the Spider, do you guys have any theories for tonight?
I want Obi-Wan to be proactive. Realize that the Empire is trying to set a trap for him, so I want to set up a reverse trap, and I want him to connect with Qui-Gon Jinn, and then I want him to train like Rocky in Rocky 4.
Hannah?
That'd be exciting. I'll tell you what I don't want it to be like. I don't want it to be one of those episodes where we're saving them realizing that there's a tracker for the very end of the episode, and then in the finale we have like everything coming up. So I hope they realize. I hope it's a proactive episode. It could go so many different ways.
Because the thing is, they already did that tracking device thing in the second season of Mandalorian.
That's a good point. Good point.
That is true.
So I hope that's not a well they keep going back to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so far this season, I haven't been let down yet. So personally,
I think it's a season that's gotten better as it went along.
Yeah.
I think it's been more consistent than Book of Boba Fett was.
Yeah.
I think what really hurt Book of Boba Fett, they leaned too heavily on the Mandalorian stuff because it overshadowed Boba Fett's story.
Yeah. TJ, does the episode come out 10 minutes earlier? It has. It's been coming out around 11:50. Every time it's supposed to be.
Thank you for joining us, TJ. Yeah, so why don't you, since we have about 15 minutes, Mike, why don't you lay out how we like to do things for our audience?
That's why I say in the future, once we get to the Miss Marvel watch party, I'm going to need music for this. After I at least speak with music underneath my talk.
That'd be cool.
You should get like a soundboard and do some music.
Nah, that doesn't work.
Thanks.
Nah, that doesn't work.
It can't be licensed music.
Well, no, it can't
be royalty free. It has to be royalty free.
And this is all royalty free music, so
there we go.
Let's go smooth jazz tonight as we get ready for the Obi-Wan Kenobi watch party. We got to get a little smooth right now. Take it down. It's already 11:30 at night. Hold on to your loved ones, Marvin, while we get ready for Disney Plus's Obi-Wan Kenobi. The way the watch party works is that we wait till 11:50. Marvin, of course, gets it always 5 minutes earlier because he's just slick like that. And we get it at 11:50. That's when we chill it down, turn down the lights, turn off the mics and the camera, and we watch Obi-Wan together. family like we normally do. Afterwards, when it's all over, we all wake back up, all refreshed, ready to go. Turn on those lights again. We discuss episode 5 of Obi-Wan Kenobi and see our thoughts, give our ratings, and of course have the family jump in. And that's our way we do the Obi-Wan Kenobi watch party on Tuesday nights as we wait for that lovely time of midnight, aka 11:50 here in Pacific time.
Wow. I got chills there, Mike.
That.
Man.
I may not be able to get a girlfriend, but I could definitely.
Barry White. Barry White couldn't do. Barry White can't read copy that well, man. Barry White trying to read copy, he just constantly messes up and curses.
I feel like
you
this
heard
is
that audio?
one of those late night radio shows when you're driving home, and they're like, "Hey, everyone,
We're all listening to the wave.
if you want to place a call, dedicate a call."
This call's dedicated to.
Listen to the smooth, silky
Hannah.
sounds.
Oh wait, that's a different show.
That was great.
This is
Perfect.
From
That was awesome.
Boyfriend Spooky. No.
I just like that you were able to just turn it on easily.
Yeah.
You should make that a permanent. You should make that a permanent thing.
Hey, I thought you wanted me to be like a valet for a wrestler.
You're multi-talented, Mike. I mean, I'm just propping you up, man. I'm just hyping you. I'm just
do it all.
I'm just saying facts. You are the jack of all trades, man.
Yes.
You can be the torchbearer for SoCal wrestling, for pro wrestling.
Yeah, we do need that now. Now that AEW is around and took all the SoCal wrestlers away.
You could be the heir apparent to Bobby the Brain.
Mm-hmm. Slater, OMG, you need to do this every time. Laugh out loud. Yes. Love this, Mike. Such a vibe. Bravo. Yes. 10 out of 10.
I agree.
And let's go back, Marvin. Miss Marvel was actually pretty cool. I actually like the show.
I think it's off to a promising start.
Yeah. I only saw the first 2 episodes, so I don't know what the rest of it's like.
Right.
But the only thing I didn't like is that Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel come out on the same day.
They're streaming. You can.
Yo, yeah, but it's hard for us to do watch parties at midnight.
What is this? The 1990s? We can't stream one show than the other.
Well, like me and Hannah have to work here at MUSE, and you got to work at 411 Mania, and you have a job too, so it makes it tough.
I think the show's visual style is unique, and I like how they've really given a strong perspective for Kamala Khan. They've set up a good supporting cast around her. I hope, I do want them to get to the nitty gritty and sort of get on with the plot now, and, the intrigue, which it looks like they've started to do at the end of the second episode. So I hope we'll get like some interesting, hopefully some villains or some bad guys as we sort of see Kamala's origin story unfold.
And remember, episode 2 comes out tonight as well. We'll do a watch party after next week. We automatically switch over to Miss Marvel, and we're going to be catching up on every episode that comes out. Slater, I'm okay with less Vader with a character like him or Joker type characters. Less is almost more in terms of their impact. Yeah, that's kind of true for me. I don't know about you two. What do you think?
I think we've gotten enough Vader. Because they did use a lot more than I expected in the third episode. So I think that was sort of like a good kind of middle area to start using Vader and sort of have like an early confrontation with Obi-Wan to maybe set up another one toward the end.
What is OOLA fans?
Ula?
Yeah,
is that the Jabba Palace character?
I don't.
The Twilight from Jabba's Palace.
Are you talking about?
Do you mean Leia's droid pal Lola, her droid companion?
that toy that they had at Star Wars Celebration was pretty cool.
Yeah, they had a Lola. So they have like an electronic Lola replica.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
that's awesome.
Marvin Zeke. Yeah, why the heck did they do that? Should have done both on different days. See, I thought. See, that's why like when Obi-Wan first came out on a Friday, I thought they were gonna do this Friday and Miss Marvel on Wednesday, knowing that they were gonna intersect. But I guess not.
Here,
so,
you can
no,
you can pre-order. You can pre-order your own Lola right now.
he
No.
wasn't talking about Ula though. No, I'm talking OOLA. Ula.
Joe from New Jersey, are you referring to the Twi'lek from Jabba's palace?
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to talk about Lola. So if you go to Hasbro Pulse right now, you can
Where-
pre-order Star Wars LOLA59 Lola animatronic edition for only $89.99. So spend your money on more Star Wars stuff.
Does it fly?
I
No.
don't think it fly. Don't think
It
it can
would
fly.
be cool if it did,
Mm-hmm.
but no.
But it's like it looks like a pretty nice replica.
Yeah.
That does look pretty cool. I saw it in person. I really liked it.
I mean, Joe, I feel bad for Ula that she got eaten by the Rancor creature.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's
And
awesome.
by the way, I'm still annoyed we only saw Danny Trejo once in the Book of Boba Fett as the Rancor trader. Like, we should have seen him like multiple times, don't you think,
He's awesome.
Mike?
I agree because I like Danny Trejo. Is really
Yeah, like Danny Trejo, like exponentially improves like anything he's in automatically. Correct? I think we're all in agreement.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Marvin, what do you all think about Joker that might be a musical and Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn?
Mm,
Let's
that's right.
who wants to take that one first? Hannah, Jeff?
I'm just trying to think of the Joker singing and how that would play out, the writing for that. But I am all for Gaga playing Harley Quinn.
Can Joaquin Phoenix carry it out? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. But Gaga for Harley Quinn, I saw somebody superimposed her likeness into Harley Quinn's costume. It doesn't look half bad.
I have no interest.
Man, there you go. Easy. Yeah. Simple man, simple question, simple answer. Just no interest. Oh boy. Okay, it's 11:40.
So we're about 8 minutes to go.
Yep.
Until magic time. And then we're going to be taking a bit of a break, and then we will be back for the post-episode recap.
Yes, there is. Let's ask Marvin. Marvin, have you got in the episode yet?
No.
I want to see how long. Or how
Marvin's like in this weird zone where he gets it slightly earlier.
He it seems like Marvin lives in a multiverse. A multiverse in Star Wars. Almost time. Really hope this episode won't flop. Same here.
Me too. Yeah.
But truthfully, has any episode flopped so far?
On this
Mike and Hannah
series?
Yes.
No. For me,
I don't think so.
No.
Hannah?
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah. Like Hawkeye? Yes. This one? No. No, not yet. Hopefully soon. Yes, last episode.
Oh, do we have any Squid Game fans in here?
I'd never watched it.
Yeah, me neither.
For any fans of Squid Game, Funko just revealed their Comic-Con exclusive items, and they have this what is it? The young He doll from Squid Game. So if you're a fan of Squid Game and you're going to Comic-Con or you're going to be looking for con exclusives, this might be an item you're interested in.
No, that's a good question to everybody. Who's going to Comic-Con this year? Anybody?
I guess I'm going. I think I'm going.
Me too.
Tentatively going. Yes.
Let me share this.
Kind of, sort of. I'm kind of, sort of going. I'm Schrodinger's going. Kind of thing.
There it is. There's the pop figure. Supersized pop.
Wow.
So if you're a fan of Squid Game, this is going to be a Comic-Con exclusive item.
Ooh.
And as we're talking about Comic-Con and everything else and Funko, let me pull this up really quick. Hold up really quick. Let me stop.
And Netflix also confirmed season 2 of Squid Game. So
Mhm.
if that's a big deal to you, season 2 is officially in the works.
Yeah. Here we go. Funko Bill
Ooh, yeah.
San Diego Comic-Con.
So excited.
I
That
don't
is
know
such
if
a
any-
great setup.
Mhm.
So is this going to be outside?
I'm thinking it will be.
That's
It says
awesome.
accessible with official San Diego Comic-Con badges. Fans are invited to enter the streets of Funkoville to explore a remarkable neighborhood, including a movie theater, diner, and grocery store, Mondo record store, Loungefly boutique, which will
That's
offer
right.
exclusive pop, vinyl, soda, and Loungefly.
They purchased the collectible lifestyle brand Mondo this week. They just announced that.
Oh, they
That's
did?
interesting. Yeah, yeah. So Funko now owns Mondo as well. If you like Mondo posters and tiki mugs and some of the collectibles, Funko owns them now. So
I
yeah,
guess I gotta buy Funko stock again.
yeah. Like,
Mhm.
that's an interesting move by Funko. I'm curious to see where they go with it.
Yep.
So yeah, let me get the Squid Game thingamajig.
Also, Squid Games is starting a reality TV show and is giving away 4.656 million.
That's kind of creepy though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're gonna do they're gonna do a reality competition show based on
Is this
the
in
show
Korea?
where the show where like the show where it's all about if you compete in this game you die horribly and gruesomely.
Yeah. Yeah. We can't show that because of copyright.
Can we show it with the sound off or?
No. We'll get hit. Did you hear?
It's fair, but it's fair use. What's the big deal?
Because I hate to say it, but YouTube's algorithm is really bad right now and doesn't know the difference between anything. It just automatically strikes. But Slater the Spider, I'm going.
All right. Well, congrats, Slater.
Comic-Con will be amazing. Cool. We will all be there. Hannah's going to be there for one day. I'll be there for multiple days. Jeffrey will be there for multiple days. And maybe we'll try and figure out if we could do a meetup or something down at San Diego for Comic-Con.
That'd be awesome.
Comic-Con will be amazing. 5 more minutes, and then we get to see Peak Fiction. Okay. So I didn't get that. Sorry, I may have read that wrong. I'm tired. State of the Spider. Also, Zendaya is pregnant. Look at Twitter.
Oh my god.
Later. I hope you're not lying. I'm a huge Zendaya fan.
I'm like, what?
That's like breaking news. That's
I didn't hear
that. Wow. If you have the links.
Is this true or is this like
Oh, there's one outlet that's saying that is Zendaya pregnant. Fake TikTok post goes viral as fans lose their calm.
Oh.
Why y'all tripping?
so
Zendaya pregnant.
it doesn't sound substantial. It sounds like fake social media.
Yeah. I wouldn't believe on that one, unfortunately, Slater. But yeah, the one thing you can say is that her and Tom Holland are dating, from what it seems like.
So they're still dating, I guess.
Yeah, things are still good. Let's see what's going on right now. We still got,
yeah, we should be nearing magic time. Force power time. Everyone get their lightsabers ignited and ready to go.
Exactly. I got the so Marvin got the episode already. Minute to 2 minutes. A minute before. Let's go. Gonna be good. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I thought I heard something go down. So, anybody get their episodes?
Should be in there now. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, I'm checking mine as well.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So
we'll be back. We get to the Vader from title screen, so we'll see you after the episode.
So we will start the after party in a little bit. Post episode discussion once Hannah and Mike get back in. So if you're just tuning in now, this is the MUSE TV Obi-Wan Kenobi watch party. Here we go. Mike's back.
Wow. That is all I could say is wow.
Like, I mean, they aren't skipping out on Vader in this episode. Like, lots of Vader in this one. And we got our Hayden Christensen flashback finally.
Yep, exactly.
Wasn't a lot, but like, you know, they kind of ran it throughout this episode as sort of like
all I could say this
a parallel to the Battle of Wills.
Yeah. All I could say is next week is gonna be off the charts.
Well, it looks like Reva managed to stay alive, and now you see, Reva knows about the children. I guess Anakin's children, the twins, so Luke and Leia, and now she knows that Luke is on Tatooine. But her whole thing was that she wanted to get revenge on Darth Vader. Yeah. And she failed, and Vader beat her and stabbed her, but I guess she's still hanging in there. But what good does knowing Luke exists on Tatooine, I guess, other than she would maybe use Luke to draw out Vader again, just because she's that driven. Yeah, we got lots of who was it that said you wanted to really see what drives and fuels Vader? Whoever said that, like we've been getting that this show. Definitely. So I don't know.
Yep. Let's go through the comments
if you're still complaining about Reva or Tala or not getting what you want, like what do you really want out of this show? What, like, if you're complaining about Reva and Tala, what are you not getting out of this show that we should be getting?
Let me go through the comments really quick. Marvin, wow, such an amazing amazing episode.
Okay.
10 out of 10 left me wanting more.
Okay.
Vader was so menacing this episode. Let me bring Hannah in.
Welcome back, Hannah.
Hello.
Ultron speechless. To be honest, Vader is the GOAT. What a good episode. Glad Vader put her in her place. Also, yes, the Grand Inquisitor is still alive.
Of course he is.
Yep.
There is no way, like, if that's the same character, he's not, like, there's no way he's dead. Like that, like, come on.
Yep. Slater, yes. This episode was everything. Vader was really cool.
I don't even know why. The fact that they tried to trick us into thinking Grand Inquisitor was dead was stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. I like the show, but that was stupid. Okay. Doing that in the second episode was stupid.
Yeah. Marvin also loved seeing Vader toying with her. He had a plan all along. Slater, the spider, Tala died.
I was sad to see Tala go, but she went down fighting. It was a heroic death.
It was a useful death.
And she didn't die for nothing because they did well. They didn't get all the refugees to say. Well, they're not safe yet, but they did. Most of the refugees were able to escape, so she didn't die in vain yet.
Exactly, and you can kind of see the parallels between Anakin and Reva. Two different sides, but you can see parallels between both of them.
What are your thoughts?
Later in the day, she is so awesome.
Oh, was I not correct about Reva being the youngling from the prologue? Was I not correct about that?
You're on nail on the
I've been saying this for weeks. Like that was exactly what happened. And she blames Kenobi for not saving her, and for abandoning her, but she did want to get revenge on Darth Vader, but she failed.
And this time we actually saw Anakin kill younglings, which we never saw before.
Yeah,
it was very. I guess that's why. I guess that's why they had that warning.
Yeah.
At the
which is kind of weird for me, but I get it.
I love that going back and forth scene.
I get it, but like.
Yeah, Hannah
killing younglings.
When he was killing, where he was Reva, and then going back to when he thought he killed Reva. That was a good scene.
Mm-hmm.
So I was confused about the way that was shot, though. Did he stab her, or did he intentionally wound her just to kind of see what she was made of? I guess
when she was a youngling.
Like, did he intentionally spare her when she was at the Jedi Temple as a youngling? Because the way that was shot really confused me.
Yeah. I have a feeling she got She
said she hid with the dead bodies.
Yeah, that she was wounded,
but he's like, "Do you think I didn't know?"
Right.
Yeah.
Like he knew. Like Vader knew who she was the entire time, and strung her along.
Yeah.
But did he stab? Did he stab her all the way back then? Because it made it look like he did.
I think it was just a flesh wound.
I guess I guess in Star Wars now, stabbing people with lightsabers is no longer fatal if you have force powers.
Well, depending on how. Well, remember they always brought up in the new episodes about being able to heal yourself, but also too, like, this that's the new episodes.
Whatever. You can also transport solid matter across the galaxy as well.
Yeah. But also too, I mean, he may have just wounded her but not killed her.
Then what? But what? Yeah. Then what did Reva do to the Grand Inquisitor then? Because at that time she didn't care if he lived or died.
Yeah, the Grand Inquisitor. I think she tried to kill him, but
I think.
Well, how did he survive? How did he survive though? Is it just like is the dark side so powerful? Is the dark side so powerful that, like, if you're fatally wounded, it's like I can walk it off. I can walk off like yeah. I guess it's like Darth Maul. Like, oh, I lost my lower half. I'm good. The dark side keeps you alive.
Unless they're
the rage of the dark side keeps you alive, even though you're on death's door.
The anger.
They're gonna bring in some of the books that they consider was expanded universe and bring some of the stories from there about how some
such as what
there were in the old books at how they were able. Some Jedi and some Sith were able to heal themselves, depending on the injury, and.
But like
we're more likely,
we're all in agreement that Reva wanted to kill the Grand Inquisitor at that point.
Yeah.
Right? So then what did the Grand Inquisitor do to survive getting stabbed by a lightsaber?
And I'm thinking he healed. He knows how to heal himself, and he used that. A Jedi wouldn't use that because that's the fate.
But Rey used it.
Yeah.
Grogu uses it.
But that's on the new stuff.
Your new stuff, Mike.
Well, the new stuff from the new episode, the new trilogy. This is like the canon episodes from the books from back in
Now
the
you're confused. Now you're confusing me talking about canon.
It's the book. Well, because they weren't considered, a lot of the books that were the older books were not were considered not canon anymore. But Jon Favreau started picking different things from those old books and made them canon again. And so did what's his name? With a hat. Who's why in the hell am I keeping forgetting names on this? Jon Favreau and Felony.
Dave Filoni.
Yeah. Dave Filoni was notorious for taking things out of the expanded universe books.
So, Hannah, any major shocks for you this week?
Honestly, sorry, it looks like I'm lagging. Can y'all see
No,
me?
you're not. No, you're
I'm good.
Okay. Fine.
It must just be on my end. I think the biggest one, I didn't expect to, just off the jump, I didn't expect to see Vader. And it was like opening scene. We're getting right into it, which I'm happy.
We've gotten a lot of Vader this season, haven't we?
Vader.
Like more than I expected. I figured it would have been a bit more like Rogue One, but they've used him pretty thoroughly throughout the show. And he was calling the shots this whole episode, basically. And it was good. So
it worked.
So if people like, I saw this tweet that really just like upset me, and it had a picture of Indira Varma's like character poster as Tala, and they're like, Kathleen Kennedy's agenda is on full display with Kenobi, and I'm like, okay, so because there's a female character who's a good guy, who's like an imperial term, like what agenda is that even? Like what are we now? And if you're like this hardcore traditionalist Star Wars fan, and you wanted like lots of Darth Vader, we got lots of Darth Vader in the 3rd episode and the 5th episode. Like, what more do you really want? If you like the prequels, if you like Hayden Christensen, we got Hayden Christensen, we got his relationship with Kenobi. Like, what is this show not fulfilling for you that you needed out of this show?
I think that's an interesting point, Jeffrey. Well, this is kind of taking it to the other side of it. I've seen a lot of tweets from other Star Wars fans kind of talking to the newer fans. I think it's like a generational thing. Saying, okay, you're not as big as a fan of this series, but people have been waiting for this for 17 years for answers to these questions. So I think it is like there's different perspectives, obviously, and different sides of the debate. That's what I
think the show's done fairly well in kind of continuing those threads that were started in the prequels, especially with the reputation the prequels have as not being like great films, you know?
Yeah.
They're not as beloved and revered as the original trilogy. So all that considered, I think the show's done a pretty good job.
Yeah. And being the person who's been the oldest in the panel who remembers seeing it when I was 2. To me, I think it's done a great job. And I've been a Star Wars fan for a long time. And I've been lucky enough to be able to see it from when episode 1 came out all the way to the prequels, and be there for the prequels and the new trilogy and these TV series. And to me, I'm getting everything that I ever wanted. And I wish, and this is the thing that bugs me too, because I wish it would have done this sooner. Because if I was younger and be able to watch, I would have loved it even more and become an even bigger fan. Even though I'm already at that level where I'm a Star Wars fan. You don't have to do anything to get me in. And I think this show is getting a lot of people in and making sure like whoever didn't like the prequels are loving these TV series. If you did like the prequels, you're probably loving this TV series as well. They're well done. They have issues. They have hiccups. Every project does. But these things are really like I'm starting to see everything that I've seen on video games, that I've seen in the books, all coming into it now, and I'm looking forward to what's next on not only this episode for what else Star Wars and television could be, because to me Star Wars television has I've always felt, especially after watching Star Trek and Star Trek The Next Generation, that Star Wars could be such a great episodic type of television show, and we're seeing it. I wish it were longer, but I'm seeing it right now in front of me. I'm just like, wow, this show
It's like
is
it's serial storytelling, and that's what inspired George Lucas, and that's kind of like what he grew up watching, those kind of action movie sci-fi serials like Flash Gordon and what was the other one? Commander Cody?
Yeah, I believe
Kind of thing. Those kind of, and kind of bringing that to television just with, a more larger, I guess, a bigger sort of world building kind of thing. And then if you are so obsessed with like the dark, Anakin turning to the dark side and seeing like Anakin, fall to the dark side and wanting to see him like even in Revenge of the Sith, I don't really think we actually saw him killing younglings. Like it happened off screen. Like they took it a step further here. And that's pretty dark to see the, to take it a little further and show him actually striking down children. Like literally striking down children. Like that's pretty dark and intense. So if you're like really hating on Star Wars now and you think it's too, I don't even want to say the word, but like I don't know what more this show could have done. Really.
And that's the one
thing. I really
thing.
don't.
That's the one thing with Vader, seeing him actually kill younglings.
That was intense. Yeah.
Shows him how evil he really is at this point. And
at first I thought that warning was going to be for seeing the innocent people like getting gunned down.
Yeah.
In the safe house in the base facility, but no, it was more than likely for Anakin cutting down those children. At the temple,
and it shows how evil he is. I mean, how much more power. I mean, we've already seen in this show, this episode alone, how powerful Vader is. That he can literally use the Force to hold the ship.
Yeah.
And bring it down.
I liked how he was using his Force abilities to just dodge. Reva's saber strikes.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty neat because I don't think we've ever really seen him fight that way, but it looked like something he would do.
Yeah. Let me get to the comments really quick, so after we can get through everything. Slater the Spider. Wow, what a shocker! Reva being a youngling.
I hope that's sarcasm.
It is sarcasm. Marvin also loved the flashbacks. Haha, Vader left her alive on purpose. Yes, I agree, Hannah. It was surprising to see Vader this episode. I'm a little confused about Luke at the end. What does he have to do with anything? We'll get back to that question as soon as we're done with comments. Marvin, good take, Jeffrey. And I believe it's on what you were talking about. Ultron, Mike, do you think this was the best episode? I hope I was able to answer it, but I think I can't say that yet until next episode. And then I'll give my opinion on that one. Marvin, I love how they showed Vader's true power. The series, I feel like, has opened a new door for Star Wars. Marvin. And let's get back to that whole
so
about Luke at the end.
That was the message from Bail Organa, Leia's adopted father, saying, if like anything's happened to you, I will go to Tatooine and help Owen like keep the boy hidden. The boy being like, he fears the Empire may have found out about the twins, Luke and Leia, Anakin and Padme's children, who are being kept hidden. So now Reva found that message from Obi-Wan's communicator that idiot Haja, because he dropped Obi-Wan gave it to him. Like, why would you even entrust him with that?
Yeah.
He just dropped it like it was a piece of paper. Like
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So he gave that to him. He dropped it immediately. Now Reva has it. So now Reva is not quite dead, and now Reva knows about the children and Luke on Tatooine. So I guess because she's like that far gone, she would go to Tatooine to use Luke to maybe get to Obi-Wan or Vader again. Is I guess what to me, I guess that's what the implication is, because she's not I thought maybe she was gonna die, but I guess she's not quite there yet. So it's just a flesh wound. It's a dark side flesh wound. To the dark siders, a fatal wound is not fatal or something.
Yeah. I'm really liking.
Yeah, go ahead, Hannah.
I was just gonna add on to what we're saying about Reva. I'm liking the character development there.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how Reva's story was gonna go. I personally did expect her to die.
I guess I didn't expect that I figured she would have wanted revenge on Kenobi for not saving her rather than wanting revenge on Anakin for what he did at the temple. That was the twist that kind of surprised me a little bit. Because I thought her vendetta was Kenobi, not so much getting closer to Vader so she could kill Vader. But the problem is that for her the ends, the means justify the ends. Like she is willing to sacrifice anyone to get to Vader, and that's the issue here, because she no longer cares about helping people. She just wants to satisfy her own revenge. So that was interesting. I just need Leia to be safe next step, and I'll be happy. Well, Slater, she's safe for now, but the hyperdrive is down, and they're right behind him. So I guess they still have to evade Vader on the Star Destroyer. Kenobi using the Force was awesome. Yeah, Kenobi did fight a little bit, and he did use the Force a little bit.
Yeah.
But he didn't confront Vader.
No.
Now, my thing is that I'm curious what Reva's going to do with the knowledge of her. I get that the fact is going to try and lead them or use Luke. That may be a possibility. But then it kind of like...
They only have one episode left. So
yeah, how could that continuity be able to go with the New Hope?
So there's not much they can really do.
She also mentioned Owen, Luke's adopted father, correct? In that message.
His uncle.
Okay. Yeah, in that message, but
well, yeah. So she knows where he is now. Because remember, she met Owen in the first episode and threatened him.
She did.
So,
yeah.
Or maybe she will use Uncle Owen.
But is her wound fatal, or was that wound enough to kill her? Like, is she on death's door?
I don't think so.
I think it was enough to kill.
Like, is time running out? Like, is she like, okay, this is my last chance to get to Vader, so I only have a limited amount of time left. This is my last act. I need to kill Vader before I die, so I have to this is my last chance to draw him out and set a trap for him and kill him. Maybe that's what she's thinking. I don't remember Uncle Owen in the how do you not remember that, Slater?
It's when the Inquisitors came down.
Yeah, it's when remember he tried to give Luke the little T-16 toy, and Owen's like, get your toy away from here. Stay away from us. Stay away from him. And all that.
And Marvin, I think Vader meant to keep her alive. I think so too.
I don't think he cared.
To teach her a lesson.
Keep her alive for what purpose, Mike?
To teach her a lesson. To teach her that
A
the fact
lesson in
that
what?
Obi-Wan is not going to be there to help you. He's not going to be by your side. You got
And
no
then and then what? And then she'll do what?
go rogue, be on her own.
Why does
Maybe
why would he want to create an enemy like that?
maybe bow to Vader. Finally go 100%.
I just think he doesn't care. I just think he doesn't care about her.
Well, I don't think he really, as we've seen over time, that he doesn't really care about the Inquisitors to begin with.
Hannah, do you think he meant to leave her alive on purpose?
I don't think he cared personally either, because Obi-Wan mentioned like something about using her to get, like, all he cares about is Ben getting to him right now. So that's my thinking though. Like, that's what he's focused on.
He doesn't really. I agree. I don't think he really cares about teaching her a lesson or what happens to Reva.
Okay, Marvin. Yes, exactly, Mike. To teach her a lesson. That's what I think.
I think Mike and Marvin are wrong.
Well, the best way to teach somebody, like, in the one thing that we've seen, is to see somebody what they're doing wrong. And just like Obi-Wan was teaching Anakin about his being too focused on winning and being too focused on
Yes, but obviously that lesson didn't sit well with Anakin because he was so focused on winning here, he lost again.
Yeah,
he didn't get Obi-Wan.
And that's the thing, is maybe he's teaching her.
Obi-Wan well, I don't think Vader's that smart.
Well, I think I don't know. I can't say about smarts because this is a different type of.
Vader definitely meant to keep her alive. I'm not so sure. I think he doesn't really care if she lives or dies.
I guess we'll find out.
I think it's just he's done with her. She served her purpose at this point, and now he has no further use for her. I think he threw her away like a broken weapon. She's a broken weapon now.
Marvin, I agree, Mike, too. There is a reason Vader kept her alive. He does everything for a reason.
Does he, though?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he does.
Prove it.
There's a good reason why.
Why?
Empire Strikes Back. Torturing Han, using them, capturing them.
Okay.
To bring Luke to them.
But what purpose does leaving her alive do for him? Like, what good does it do him?
That's the thing we're going to have to wait and see. What would be the purpose for it? We would have to see that.
Yeah, he definitely would. I don't know. He'd kill her.
I think he'll keep her alive, but then kill. Like, she's gonna die. Something tells me she is gonna die. Keep her alive to have that connection with Obi-Wan, and then because there's gonna be a fight between Obi-Wan and Vader.
But do you know who I noticed who's one of the staff writers for this series?
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Stanton.
Yeah.
Andrew Stanton is the director of the Finding Nemo movies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is. Marvin, yes, he does. The whole plan with Reva is an example he knew from the beginning.
And the director of Wally. Yeah. I was kind of sad about Ned the droid.
Mm-hmm.
He protected Tala and kind of held her as she detonated the thermal detonator. That made me very sad.
Nerd reports in the comment.
All right. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Lewis Nerd Report must have been really excited by some of the footage you got to see this week. Yeah. A lot of intense footage.
Exactly. Ultron, I don't know. I think Vader doesn't care as much as we think. Let's go.
Yeah, I agree with Ultron. Thank you, Ultron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's go with. So, I'd be curious to hear what Nerd Report thinks of all this Vader intensity this week.
Exactly.
I remember getting out of Rogue One several years ago, and how excited Nerd Report was about just the amount of Vader action we got to see at in the end of that movie when we got to see the big Vader fight scene in Rogue One. Which, look, the movie's 6 years old. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Everyone knows about that scene.
The Vader fight was great.
Yeah.
Let's see. How many episodes has... So Andrew Stanton wrote both. According to IMDb, he wrote part 5, so this week's episode, and apparently he's writing part 6. So we do have some pretty good writers on this show, and I think it's pretty cool that Andrew Stanton, with his experience at Pixar, is doing a show like this. Maybe Andrew Stanton could be a showrunner at some point for one of these series.
Nerd Report dialogue is terrible.
I mean, Nerd Report, have you watched the prequels? Did I not say earlier, Maxie Big DeForce, will that smell stinkawit?
Marvin, they need to make a Vader show. Anyone
killing younglings. I have the high ground. Like, I mean, do we really want to get into this whole clunky dialogue thing?
Yeah. The dialogue sometimes, some of the dialogue is kind of like, but
even Harrison Ford complained to George Lucas about clunky dialogue. Here, I'm gonna look up the Harrison Ford line.
That is true.
I want to hear the line it was that he was. I'd also be down for a Vader show.
Harrison Ford once told George Lucas, "George, you can type this blank, but you sure can't say it. Move your mouth when you're typing." That's when they were making A New Hope. So there you go.
Wow. All
right. So Nerd Report was not as hot on this show.
Yeah, well, the sets look bad.
I don't think. I mean, comparatively, watch Halo and tell me, and then tell me what bad sets and CG visuals. Halo looks bad. Has anyone watched a live action Halo yet?
Yeah, I saw the first 2 episodes and I dropped out.
Halo has unfinished visual effect shots. Like, they didn't even finish some of the CG in that show. And that's recurrent throughout the series. So you want to talk about some bad sets and bad, visuals. This show makes or rather, Halo makes this show look like freaking Avengers Endgame, or I don't know. What do you think of the best Spider-Man No Way Home or something?
Halo looks better. No. The sets are bad on Halo.
Nope.
The sets are really bad. Like, I dropped out 2 episodes and I I did see something, and I gotta watch it again. When Vader was controlling the ship, I did see something in the visuals that pulled me out a little bit. But I'm just anal when it comes to visual effects. When I've seen kids who work at home do good special effects. So
here, let me show you this screenshot from Halo. This is a $100 million TV series produced by Steven Spielberg and Amblin Entertainment. Look at the photo I just sent.
I am putting it up right now. Here we go.
Okay, look at that. It's like a foam prop gun that they didn't finish. So, like, what? Let me try to find a finished version.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
And again, this happened throughout. This happened throughout the series with unfinished CG visuals. I'm trying to find a picture of what it should look like. And like a good quality. Okay. So here Mike is this is no, that's not a good link.
Wrong link.
Try this one. There we go. Okay, so this is more like a this is like what the actual gun should look like. So they basically left that like unpainted like prop foam gun. Like that's how it should look with the texture and the paint and the lighting. To just leave that in there in the middle of the shot, like that's that's pretty messed up. And the fact that there are so many CG errors like that in the show really bothers me. I have not seen anything that egregious in Kenobi yet.
Wow.
So
how did they get away? The Empire has only
they get away. The Empire only has 2 ships.
Well, they haven't gotten away. They're still their hyperdrive broke down, and they're still They're still tracking them, so they haven't gotten away. Yeah. They didn't totally get away.
That looks awful. He's talking about the Halo thing. I've never watching that show. Yeah, it's not.
I don't think I will either.
Halo isn't worth your time to watch. But overall, since we're already hitting we're a little after 1:00, and we all got to work tomorrow. Hannah has to watch some shows. Jeffrey got some stuff to do. I got some stuff to do tomorrow.
I will be seeing Lightyear tomorrow.
Before we go, we got to give our ratings. Jeffrey, what was your rating on this episode?
We'll go 9 out of 10 for this week.
Cool. Hannah?
I will agree with Jeffrey. A solid 9. Checked all the boxes and was a little more than I expected. So, and a good time limit as well.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
9.
Exactly. I'm going 9 out of 10 on this episode as well. Nerd Report, $1. I don't know if it's a super chat or just putting up $1, but either way, we'll thank you, Nerd Report, for anything. We'll take it. 9 out of 10 for me as well. So
remember to come back next week. The finale.
Yeah. Come back next week. We're going to have our grand finale show.
Yep. I'm excited.
Let's see what we could bring up and what we could come up with. It's a midnight, so I don't know who I could get in as a special guest, but we'll try. We got another $1 from Nerd Report. Thank you so much.
Indira Varma, I think you are a talented, wonderful actress. I would be honored if you could join us on our watch party, please.
I second that.
You made this show for me, and you added so much texture and sort of life to this series to play, like, to show like that side of like a compassionate, Imperial soldier who turned against her side because she knew it was wrong. I thought that was very powerful, and I want you on our watch party. Please come and join our watch party, Indira Varma. You're awesome.
She's going to be on a lot of our watch parties unless she has to do an interview the next day. Okay. But she's going to be on our watch parties from moving forward. So, so there you go. And that's the thing for Comic-Con. I'm going to let everybody know what days we're going to be at Comic-Con, who's going to be there with me in each of those days. We could set up a meetup after the show day and be able to meet somewhere around the Gaslamp District with Hannah and with Jeffrey and myself and Hannah Fletcher as well. Since we have 2 Hannahs on staff, we'll love to be able to do that and meet everybody and talk to everybody, have a good time. And that's something that we definitely want to do with you during Comic-Con. Nerd Report, thank you so much for the super chats. We really appreciate it. We appreciate that. If you, like with everybody else, if you want to help out, we appreciate you watching the show. It means so much to us. And whatever you can do, if you can super chat, super thanks, whatever, we are glad to just have you on board. Jeffrey, we'll start with Jeffrey first. Where can they find you, and what do you have coming up this week?
Once again, I am the J to the E to the double F free. You can find me on Twitter at WillJack83. So you can find my latest reviews and coverage at 401mania.com. Check out my reviews for Jurassic World, Dominion, for Crimes of the Future, Top Gun Maverick, the #1 movie in the universe, Bob's Burgers, and tomorrow, so coming up later this week, will be Lightyear, which I'm seeing tomorrow. So be on the lookout.
Hannah?
Awesome. Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Miss Hannah W. Hannah with 3 N's. Thank y'all for having me back. I enjoy these conversations. This week, I am going to do an interview with the cast of The Shy, which is a Showtime group. It's my first.
We don't know yet.
Oh, we don't know yet. Okay.
I hope. We're
Let's
hoping
fingers crossed. Yes.
Tomorrow we'll find out.
Okay, good. So stay tuned on that end. But other than that, I'll be on Muse and working in the future with them. So stay tuned.
And me, you'll be able to find me here. We have great interviews. We have an interview with the cast of Chloe. We have an interview right now with Ephraim Ramirez from Lightyear. We have a special guest on Friday that possibly is coming on to Muse from Lightyear as well. In addition, we have something that we're working on for Sunday for Father's Day. If you're a fan of wrestling, fan of local wrestling, stay tuned for that. It's going to be a fun time. I'm going to try and bring in as much and turn over those videos as soon as possible. So definitely stay tuned to that. And watch out for our Comic-Con series. We're going to be doing some stuff to try and raise money for us for Comic-Con, because Comic-Con is expensive. And we want to make sure we do the best job we possibly can at Comic-Con, because we're doing it for you guys. And the best, we've started with new equipment. We have higher video qualities that we're going to be pushing. HDR, we're shooting everything at Comic-Con in HDR, 4K HDR. So if you have 4K HDR capabilities, please watch it. And that is everything for now. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next Tuesday for the finale of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And we'll see you next time here on MUSE TV.
All right. Thank you.